Happy Saturday, mail season. The People's Commission coming to you with episode 3 on a college football Saturday. But we're going to preview some things about the NFL Sunday. The main reason Joe and I wanted to do a podcast today is because we wanted to respond to what we saw from Vince last night.
Yeah, it was refreshing to hear some untethered thoughts, in the mind of Vince, how he truly feels without, I don't know if Alex has a gun under the table that we can't see or something, there might, Kimmy might be sitting there with a sniper aimed at Vince's head or something that we can't see behind the camera.
Certainly felt that way.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it was totally different.
So we're coming here today to discuss a little bit about what Vince talked about, but like what Joe just said, we really felt like Vince's take was articulate, refreshing,
absolutely,
really thoughtful, non-biased.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for that reason, the theme of today's pod is Free Vin. I think it's very clear now to all of us that Vinny is a great podcaster. He's really being held down, and he's being made to play forward with these biased takes by Alex. Really unhealthy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried about Vin.
Yeah, Vince, if you need anything, reach out, let us know.
Yep.
The league's here for you.
You're always welcome to come on here and share your thoughts. We will not attack you. One's
free thinking here. You
Right.
can say whatever you want.
No one's gonna hurt you if you say something wrong.
Yeah.
I feel
if you say hey, Derrick Henry had over 400 touches last year and he's already on pace to break that, and you don't think that's sustainable, you can say that on this podcast.
We will not hold it against you. So, let's jump right into what Vinny talked about. So we thought he did a really nice job covering the trade and all of the acquisitions, but since we actually have the man involved, we're going to start today's podcast off, and we're going to keep it really quick today too. Vinny did a nice job of about 15 minutes. Alex is on that pod. It's 35 minutes of bullshit.
Yeah, for sure.
Guaranteed.
Kamara 5 times.
Right. Vinny was straight to the point. He was on it. So let's start with the trade. Obviously, you give Derrick Henry to Bennett, along with a first-round pick for Nick Chubb, for Keenan Allen, and a second-round pick. Obviously, it's no joke, or it's no secret that you've been trying to move Derrick Henry. How do you feel about what you got for him, and how did the trade go down?
I am happy with what I got for him. I was trying to get 4 firsts, which I thought would be an overpay. Chubb's worth at least 2 or 3 firsts. Keenan Allen's worth at least a first.
Yeah.
I gave away a first. It was mine in 2025, and I got a 2025 second.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I don't know. I feel okay, maybe I move back 5 to 10 spots in that draft. That's
sure.
I don't feel like I gave away a first.
So obviously everyone knew that you were interested in moving Henry. Does Alex come to you? I mean, we
know
know Alex is
Alex.
aggressive.
You know how Alex came to me. He's like, okay, I'm your man. You're trading me Henry, kind of thing. Once Alex texts me, Henry's going to be on his team that day. We'll figure out a price. Once you got him on the line, you got to reel him in, but he ain't letting go of the line.
Sure.
Yeah. I get it why he did it. He's going balls out. I have to give him credit. He speaks going balls to the wall, and he does it.
Sure.
So, did he overpay? I don't know. Derrick Henry, I think, is probably the best player in the league.
Right. It's a standard league. It's not PPR.
Yeah.
Couple of questions that I would ask.
Yeah.
Right. So, does it make Alex's starting lineup better? So he now loses Keenan Allen, so he has to start Darnell Mooney, DJ Chark, Ronald Jones, Phillip Lindsay, Eli Mitchell, one of them in the flex and in a third wide receiver spot. So he has to start 2 of the players that I just named, essentially, instead of Chubb and Allen. So that's the question.
That's the question. He obviously would say, I feel fine about that.
Right.
He definitely, Elijah Mitchell, it seems like he's going to be out this Sunday. I don't know if Alex does this trade knowing he's out. Because that was his flex guy. Now, I don't know who he's got in his flex.
Right now he has DJ Chark slated in, I think.
No, he's his wide receiver.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Who does he? Probably Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah, but
right.
He is confident in the man.
Right.
Yeah. But that, Kenneth Gainwell. So,
that's an interesting part of the trade. The other interesting part is whether or not he'll be able to keep Derrick Henry, right?
Right.
So, was this just a rental for him? Because Keenan Allen and Nick Chubb are both contracts that that he'll have for a while.
I mean, that was a big thing for me keeping Henry. Like,
Right.
I wanted to flip the script on Derrick Henry, $100, not a keeper. Like,
right.
like
If anyone's worth 100, it's him.
it's him, and I want something for him. I'm not just going to give him away for free.
for sure.
You know, like, I won't bring up what I traded for Derrick Henry because I
Right.
don't want to offend Alex.
Right.
That would be going too far on this podcast. But, like, I wanted to flip that script saying, no, like, I need value because
Sure.
this isn't a rental.
Sure. You know what's crazy? Talk about needing starters for this week, right? I have Tyson Williams against Detroit. Joe
Whoa.
hasn't come to me after McCaffrey
Yeah.
ended up with 4 points. Alex hasn't come to me when he has nobody to start. Consensus top 20 ranked
Yeah.
running back going against Detroit.
Right.
Might have 40 points.
Would you trade him for a 2025 first?
Yeah.
Alex has got one.
Alex has one. I would.
That's interesting.
Phone hasn't rang.
Yeah, well, that's interesting.
Anyways, so that's I think that's the breakdown of the trade. I think it made sense for you, and
Yeah.
I can see it for Alex too. Alex reached out to me after that trade, and I think it was a bit of a flurry of texts a few
Yeah.
days ago, inquiring about Dalvin. I think he's always fantasized about having Dalvin, Kamara, Henry.
I fantasized having Henry, Delvin, and Saquon, and I was hoping I'd beat you just so that you were in an emotional state,
Yeah.
and I would just pump you with first.
Yeah, I mean, it probably
You
would've
never
worked.
know,
It
you
probably
know,
would've
like,
worked. I
and
know.
then once you beat me, I was like, all right, I need to get off Henry.
Yeah, that was the hardest thing. So Alex and I were in pretty deep talks, and it was pretty close to happening, but it's really hard to get enough value for Dalvin when he only had one first-round pick, and he didn't want to
Right.
part with Kamara or Henry. So
Right.
you're really trying to make up that value, and it was just too hard to do.
Any other trades?
Hasn't been any other trades.
No, there isn't.
but we now have had a week to digest $60 for Eli Mitchell. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
hurt this week.
I mean, I would still say Alex had to do it, but, like, this is the 49er running back
Sure,
committee that you're going to get. Like, Trey Sermon, Joe felt like shit probably 2 weeks ago.
sure.
He's probably going to feel like shit next week, but right now, Trey Sermon's the guy.
Yeah, or Jocks Patrick.
I never have heard of that guy. in
He's
my
on my
life.
team.
Wow, I got to update the free agency thing. But yeah, but honestly, to that point, yeah, that guy. Like, and then
Jocks
after Jocks Patrick,
Patrick.
it's going to be a guy we've never heard of again. This is the future of the NFL. Kyle Shanahan knows it, and that's the way he's running it. I mean, they run a zone scheme. They're just going to run people into that wall, and they're going to tear ACLs and get hurt. And then the next guy's going to go in and do the same thing until Trey Lance takes all the carries.
100%. 100%. Is Joe Cybulski fucked?
Yeah. I mean, CMC is his team.
Right.
Zeke, if Zeke 2 years ago was there, fine. But Pollard's, he's broken out. Like, they can't put him back in the lamp.
Yeah. It sounds like
free
they're-
Vin.
It sounds like they're not going to put CMC on IR. Did you hear that?
Right. I
Heard
did
that
see
today.
that.
So that might be good news. I'll disclose a private conversation that I had with Joe Cybulski, and he told me if it's 6 weeks or more, he's going full rebuild.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's 6 weeks, but
Right.
it's one of those weird things. Like, okay, you wait 2 to 3 weeks. He comes
Right.
back. He gets pulled early. I dealt that with. I think Mixon missed the last 8 games last year.
Yeah.
Never on IR. Always like day to day.
Yeah.
It drove me fucking nuts.
Credit to Joe, he made sure he got Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah. No, that bailed him out for sure. That was a good move.
Bid Chuba up, I think, in the auction. 'Cause
Yeah.
he didn't go in the rookie draft.
That was a
so,
good move by Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends on how quick CMC gets back, and will they use him with maybe an injury?
Sure.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But it doesn't help him. Obviously, it's unfortunate.
Yeah. A lot of injuries. Dalvin
ton.
might not play.
Yeah, like
Am I
Dalvin.
fucked if Dalvin's out?
You got Aaron Jones, the
can't-
best running back
Can't
in
play
the
the
world.
same position.
Well, if you trade Tyson Williams to Bennett and he doesn't play, then yeah, you might be fucked.
I
this
know,
week.
seriously, because I would
You
absolutely
might.
start Tyson Williams
Right,
over
right.
Alexander Madison.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. It'd be close.
I would.
Would you?
I mean, against Detroit after
I
what
know.
Aaron Jones just did,
I know, that's true.
it'd be hard to sit him.
Really would. Really would. I think those are the major kind of things that have gone down. Anybody else? I'm trying to think that got hurt or anything.
I mean, the Gronk trade looks even worse again, even though we knew it looked worse last week.
Yeah. God, 4 TDs.
Yeah.
How about the thing Doug sent out? 2 TDs in each of his last 3 games
That's
back
actually
to the Super
absurd.
Bowl. 2 TDs
He's
a
back.
game.
Clearly.
Right. No one will trade me even their backup tight end.
Yeah, I know. I'll give you Cole Kmet.
I know. It's just like, is that any different than Jared Cook?
No.
I don't know. Maybe. Future, yes. But
Yeah,
tomorrow.
you need it this year.
Right.
Yeah, nothing else. I've been having a lot of discussions.
Your team is kind of back to what it used to look like.
Yeah, I got my same team back.
Yeah.
That's another part of it. I got to borrow Derrick Henry for 8 games.
And get probably his largest game.
Yeah, largest game, $500 because I made the finals. Ship him back for what I had before. That's how it's done, boys.
Were they both involved in the trade the first time, Allen and Cup?
It was
Chubb.
I don't even. You want to know the trade?
Yeah, just say it.
It was Chubb.
Okay.
Period. For Derrick Henry and 2 firsts.
Oh my God. Was it really?
Yeah.
He gave you Derrick Henry.
I told you I didn't want to
firsts.
out the man.
But then you had to go. Then that was when Henry was already $100.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I said at that point I kind of viewed Derrick Henry as a
rental.
As a rental.
Right.
I was like, I'm not trading Chubb for a rental.
Sure.
And at that point it was late in the season, so I was like, okay, I get him for 6 games.
Sure.
I'm not trading that. And then in the offseason it was kind of like, this is the best player in the league.
Sure.
I want to keep him.
Sure. So if you just kind of look at the white meat from those trades,
it's a slaughter.
Alex has spent 2 firsts, Nick Chubb, Keenan Allen, and a second. Or no, and a second to...
No, he paid me nothing. Well, it's weird because, you go through the salary cap thing. It's not all equal.
That's true. Right,
you know what I'm saying? I couldn't bid on anybody. He could.
He couldn't have held Derrick Henry, I don't think.
No, he couldn't have.
Right.
So he would have lost him.
Right. So it was a way for him to keep
it's kind of like a weird comparison. He made it up with the Keenan Allen, DJ Moore trade, though. I only got a first for those guys in the offseason.
That's true.
So, it all kind of offsets.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you were handing out studs.
I was.
You gave me Cooper Kupp and
I gave
Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin, Cooper Kupp, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen.
For 2 firsts total.
Yeah, for 2 firsts total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't want to trade with you. It's unreal.
Isn't it?
It's unreal.
It's like, what are you guys worried about? Giving around top 10 wide receivers like they're candy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy times. Some good matchups this week. Vinny went through them, so I don't think there's any reason to really go too in depth. I think the biggest one is Doug and Lee, right?
Doug and Lee. Bennett and Cybulski is a weird one.
It is a weird one.
Joe now gets Trey Sermon. He loses Williams.
Right.
DJ Moore had a big week. CMC got hurt.
Right.
And they're both high in the standings.
Yeah.
Alex is flirting at 6 with with out of the playoffs. So.
Yeah, it's true.
That's a big one.
He needs points.
Yeah, he does.
It's
kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, Kamara's been shit. That's part of it.
Right.
DJ Moore had a really big first 3 quarters.
He
get
did.
in the end zone. It's,
I know.
It's weird. First 2 quarters.
Alex knows he's not an end zone guy.
It's true. That is.
That's the knock. I tried to go for AJ Brown, but obviously Alex didn't want to do that.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Understandable.
All right. What's the what was the next segment?
You give me a team in the league.
Oh yeah.
And I'll give you which NFL franchise they are.
NFL equivalent.
You go in any order that you want.
Let's just go top down. We'll go with Lee.
Okay.
First place.
All right. What do you think for Lee? Any ideas?
Oh yeah, I think he's like a Rams type team where they weren't good 5 years ago, made a lot of nice moves, going for it.
Yeah.
They're now a favorite.
Yeah. Young,
yeah,
sexy.
young, sexy, up and comers.
Good head coach.
Up and comers and competitive.
I went with a different team, but a very similar mindset. So I said that Lee is the Cleveland Browns.
Oh,
because
yeah.
He took over management of a franchise that had been run into the fucking ground.
You're right.
Got some studs, made some good moves. Now he's the team
sexy.
to beat.
Yeah,
right.
it's
good
crazy.
luck beating the Browns these days.
You're right. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That was mine for Lee. Good guess though. I like the Rams. He could have worked for the Rams. All right, who else?
Cybulski, 2-0.
Joey Sy. Who do you think Joey Sy is? This was a tough one for me.
Joey Sy is the what was it, the 89 Bills when they went to the Super Bowl 4 times?
Yeah.
That's who Joey Sy really is.
Yeah.
In the current NFL.
Yeah.
He's the Baltimore Ravens.
Holy fuck, you nabbed it.
Yeah.
Give me your rationale.
I mean,
same type of deal.
Always there.
Always there.
Crushes at regular season.
Yep.
Playoffs come around, something happens.
Can't win the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's always competitive. Like,
Always there.
And someone like
Lots of star power.
yeah, like I love watching the Ravens.
Yeah. We didn't rehearse this. I love that he just got that.
Yeah,
That's fantastic. I mean, there's 32 teams in the
Right,
NFL. That's great. All right, very good. Who's next?
You.
Me. All right, who do you think I am?
Oh man. You are the Indianapolis Colts.
That's not who I am, but let me hear
okay.
your rationale.
All right. Or the Texans. Whoever wins that division.
Okay.
It's like, I mean, the Colts, lots of history, success with Manning. They won the Super Bowl one time.
Sure.
But like they always seem to make the playoffs.
Sure.
They're there.
Sure.
But they never make noise deep in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're like the wild card weekend.
Yep.
Texans or Colts are getting knocked out by someone else.
Yep. Again, very similar mindset. I'm going to take it, think of everything that you just said, but think about what I'm adding to it here. So I said really eclectic ownership, right? Like I'm loud, I'm always out there. This team has a lot of stars.
Yeah.
They're always in it, but they can never win. But they won years ago.
You're right. This is it.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, of course. That's a good one.
I feel like
one.
the Cowboys.
Yeah, the
I
Cowboys
can't
are a
win,
good one.
but I got. I'm always there. I made the playoffs 5 out of the last 6 years. I've only gotten past the first round once.
Wow.
Yeah. And
I mean, that's the Cowboys.
right. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was thinking. Colts. It's probably Texans is a better one.
I mean, they're both good though.
Yeah.
Good guess again. All right, who's next?
Me.
Okay.
Who am I?
Oh, come on. You know.
I don't-
Everybody knows. This is the easiest one in the whole league.
Yeah, probably.
You're the New England Patriots.
Yeah, but not like current. They suck.
Maybe come on. It doesn't. We're
No,
looking
I know
at
what
we're
you're
looking at a
saying.
body
I know
of
what you're
work.
saying. I'm there.
You are.
Right.
Like
Pencil me into
lots
the
of
playoffs.
championships.
Right.
You're never gonna miss. When's the last time you missed the playoffs?
The year before I got Todd Gurley. So I don't know, 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's you're always there. Will your reign? All I wrote for you was New England. Will his reign ever end?
Fair.
Next,
Doug.
okay. What do you think? Doug, I went with a very specific team.
The New York Giants in 2008.
Holy shit, Joe! The Eli Manning-led New York Giants in the 2000s. How the hell did you just spike
I mean,
that?
that's what he is.
He is that 100%.
It's like the guy got to catch on the Tyreek or
100%.
whatever his name
Right.
is.
That's Irv Smith right there.
Yeah,
2
that's Irv
touchdowns.
Smith. Like he's got to catch a ball in his head to beat Tom Brady.
What was that guy's name?
Ty something.
Jones. Wasn't it something Jones? David Tyrell.
David Tyrell.
There
Yeah.
it is.
But yeah, I mean that's Doug. Like 6th seed shouldn't be there.
Dude, how did you? That's amazing. That's amazing. You spiked it.
Yeah, that is actually freaky.
Yeah, it
He
is.
literally has it
Eli
written down.
Manning led Giants of the 2000s. All right, that's Doug. I mean, I don't think we can argue.
No.
Okay.
Period. That's it. Bennett.
I think it's easy. I think it's easy.
I don't. I mean, he won recently.
He turns nobodies into starters. He's won once, and he looks like he could do it again. His team is explosive. He's the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
He's the Kansas City Chiefs. He's the team to beat these days. And I know he's got Patrick Mahomes, so
Yeah, no, that's a good
that
one.
kind of takes
That's a
part
good
of it.
one.
Oh no.
What? Oh shit.
How long has that been going on for?
I don't know. Probably not too long.
Yeah, not too long. Just do it. Who cares?